Okay, hey, we're getting the shelves done today. Now I've had my desk torn apart for a couple days getting this project going and I need my desk. So I'm super excited to make this happen. This is just gonna be one of those things I can check off my list and get my desk back. So what we're gonna do today, I just wanna go through really quick what I got, what I need, and get it done. So when I measured, well, I should say when Lizzie measured on the stripes, we measured where we kind of figured where we wanted the shelves to be. Now there was already one shelf in there at the top. I left it where it was. And I'm going to show you how to do brackets on that one. Then I measured the second where I wanted. That's where I'm going to put my second shelf. And then I have my desktop. Now, Lizzie, I know, did a perfect job. She's a perfectionist. So I'm guarantee if I just go and put my wood up right where she marked, I'm going to be completely A-okay. But I think it's always good to just double check. So I have a level, and I think whenever you're doing shelving, you don't want things rolling off. You don't want things skiwampus. So I recommend that you have a level. I've got my screws. These are 2-inch wood screws. They're going to be pretty heavy duty, and I think they're going to do the job really well. And then the brackets, or the wood that I got for the brackets, it's pretty inexpensive. These are 1x2s. And I got 2 big long ones at Lowe's. They were probably $1.50 or $1.60 a piece. Really inexpensive. I needed 2 of those, and then I got 1 shelf because I already had 1 shelf that had been there before. I just painted it black. This one's going to get painted black, but I just wanted you to see it. It's just particle board with this little bit of edging on the front, so it's like a shelf, right? So that one's going to get painted black too. These will get painted white, but I wanted you to see them first. So after I get them up, we're going to do the painting. And then you need to just measure. You need to measure the width of the back of your wall or your desk. So the width on mine was 57 inches. And so I had 2 of these guys cut at 57 inches. And then the depth of my shelf right here is like 11 3/4. Why they did that, I don't know. Maybe it was to get this edge, but like 11 3/4. So I have, it's not those ones. Anyway, my other ones are cut just shy of that. They're cut at 10 inches. So by the time I get the back one up, the side one's on, I'm going to be almost exactly the width of my shelf. Okay, so just do your measuring good. Make sure you get the depth of shelf you want. Make sure my top shelf's deeper. This one's not so deep, so I don't bum my head on it. And then the bottom one is my desk, and it's obviously bigger, and I'll show you that. It's a recyclable, something that was something else that I turned into a desktop. Highly recommend. We all do those things, right? I love it. I love when I can recycle something, and it's unique and different, and you'll have to see it in just a little bit. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my drill. I'm going to start screwing in all my brackets, leveling them, making sure I'm getting them exactly right, and then we'll put on the shelves. Let's go. Okay, done. Now I hope that time lapse turned out good, because you didn't need to sit and watch that for 10 minutes, but it really didn't take very long, maybe 10-15 minutes. And I did it by myself so that I can just show you it can be done by yourself. And if my daughter was here helping me, you know, once in a while when I dropped a screw or when I forgot to grab the drill or whatever I did, it could have been faster if she'd helped me, but I got it. I got it done, and it really didn't take very long. So we got to just think about what we need, measure, and do it. So here I just wanted to show you a close-up of what this looks like before we get it painted and I'll put together. So come along with me. Here we go. So here is the raw wood. You can see that's going to be a smaller shelf. The one up there is going to be a bigger shelf. And then the one down there is even a bigger shelf. And I just have that raw wood all the way around, nice and level. And voila, that's it. You just got to make sure they're level and that they're the right size, and make sure you try and screw them in as solidly as you can. And that's that. So now I'm going to get the shelf painted, which you'll see here. I'm just keeping with the same black that I used for my black cabinet and that I've used for the black stripes. You know, I had it, it's the chalk paint, but that makes sure it stays the same color, and it's easy and it's free, and I had it. So use what you have. And then I'm going to just use the same white wall color and paint the side ones white. As you see here, they just want to blend in with the wall. I don't want them to, you know, be dramatic. They're not part of the striping that I'm doing. They're just functional again. They're just bracing that shelf up, and I just want it to blend in as best as it can with the wall. Okay, and now the striping is done and the shelves are in, and I feel like a new person. I'm getting my office together and I am so excited. It's finally done, or at least the shelving's done. So I just wanted to show you the finished product. We have the black shelves in. Boom, boom. You can't hardly even see them because they just look like they're part of the stripes. Pretty cool. Obviously there'll be things on them, so they will appear as shelves, but I think it looks pretty great. And then I was going to tell you about this bottom desk piece that I did. This is a recycled, resalvaged, repurposed piece. It was the top of an entertainment unit. I had the cabinets that I'm using for something, and just this top was used for nothing. And I was going to chuck it, but you know, I don't chuck anything. So I kept it, and this is what I'm using it for. So I want to show you what it looks like. What I did is I just measured the width, and I did have to be cut down, but it has this hole in it that they used to have a light right here that would shine down. So it already has this little hole, and I'm going to use it for my computer wires. Voila, already there. Had this neat little back decorative edge. You know, it just adds a little bit of interest. It's not really super functional, but I can set things like right back in here. And it's kind of cool. It just gives me something different than what people have and what you're used to. And I just kind of love it. And it's pretty solid, and it was free because I had it. So use your little creative juices, and when you find things that you just have sitting around, is there a way you can make it work? Is there a way you can make it functional? Is there a way you can put it to use? And that is what I'm hoping again that you do. So if there's anything that you have recycled or repurposed or reused, something like this that it wasn't made for, let me know. I'd love to hear what you've done that you can say you didn't spend a dime on. This is one of those things. Love my desk now. Gonna start putting it all together, get my computer back up, have some decorations. I'll show you a couple things on our next one, and hopefully you're using your creative juices. See ya.